I actually had this rare opportunity back in high school where I was taking a programming class on BASIC, and at the high school they had one of these old teletype machines with a paper tape that fed through it. And I got kind of interested in that. My father actually was working at Colorado State University, and he had a research project where he actually purchased a portable teletype machine with a coupler modem. And he brought it home, and I figured out that I could use that to dial into the mainframe computer that I was using at school. And so I was doing home computing a decade before anyone else was. Over the years, I have been named International Developer of the Year. You can see the propeller up here on top of my head. I've actually won an award for being Colorado Small Business of the Year, and I've been listed on the Inc. 500. Most recently, my book, Amazon's Dirty Little Secrets, went to #1 on Amazon. How many of you really don't like to do sales? Most of us, right? The fact is that utilizing technology today, namely the internet, and utilizing the techniques that Amazon has kind of showing us how to do, we don't have to do the sales. We can get other people to do the marketing and sales for us. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. How would you like it if your customers were doing that for you? 60,000 people to come to a press conference, and they worked and they applied to be able to do this, basically promoting Amazon's praises. That's really what the presentation is about today. Some of you are sitting here thinking, well, I'm going to learn about how to sell on Amazon, or I'm going to learn, that this is an expose about all the bad things that Amazon's doing or whatever. That's not the case at all. What we're here to talk about today is how you can utilize the same marketing techniques that Amazon uses and apply those to your business. And this interesting, and that a lot of people don't understand, is that you don't get to be popular by being #1 on Google. Okay? You get to be #1 on Google because you're already popular. And a lot of people have that backwards. This is an actual example of somebody that I had done a website for. And she was a commercial interior designer. And 1 week after I had put her website up, she calls me all up in a frantic and says, I typed commercial interior designer into Google and I'm not showing up. Well, she wasn't showing up on page 1. She was actually showing up on about page 5, it turned out. But she was like, how come I'm not showing up? And I had to explain this whole process. Well, 1, you've got a brand new website. There's people that have had websites out there for 18 or 20 years. They're going to be showing up before you because that's one of the criteria that Google uses is how long your website's been out there. The other is that it's a brand new website. Nobody's pointing to you. They don't know anything about you at this point. Now, another great way to drive plenty of traffic to your website is YouTube videos. It's what Anthony was talking about before. And this is actually phenomenal in the way this works, okay? I've got a client that sells ironwood figurines, and he was not showing up anywhere in the search results. I said, all right, Doug, let's go out and let's make you a YouTube video to talk about ironwood figurines. Well, we did that, and if you link the video back to your website, that provides backlinks to it. Since Google and YouTube are the same company, Google likes YouTube videos. They see this backlink pointing to your website on the video, and now, I actually did this video like 4 years ago. If you type in ironwood figurines, this is his company right here, Amerimex Distribution. It points back to the page on his website where he sells the ironwood figurines, and the YouTube video is the second. So he basically has the first 2 slots on the Google search results as a result of that YouTube video. Okay, another way that you can get lots of traffic to your website is to send out press releases. Amazon is a really good example of this as well. So this is just an example here of a press release that Amazon had sent out for their Amazon Fire phone. People said you could tell that this phone is made by Amazon because as soon as you hang up, it suggests somebody else that you might want to call. This actually just came out yesterday. Amazon trucks will do 3D printing of products en route to delivery. It's a way to actually get products to you faster. How many people are familiar with 3D printing? It's an awesome technology. And I've actually got a couple of objects up here that were 3D printed. I'll throw them up on my table if people want to look at it, but it is really cool what you can do with this technology.
Bye now.
That is
Hilarious.
amazingly fast. Huh. Thank you, Amazon.
Okay, so playing off of current events obviously is one thing that you can do, but as part of that, playing off of current events and getting other people to do your marketing and sales for you. Let me give you a little background on this. I've been involved in the Boy Scouts for about 25 years. I was a scoutmaster for a big chunk of that time. And one of the things that we would do is every year we would have to train the new group of leaders coming in, the boy leaders, to learn about the position that they were going to do for the next year. This was called the Junior Leader Training Course. And when they went through this course, I'd like to give them a certificate saying, hey, thanks for participating. You're now trained as a leader in the troop. I didn't have any certificates to do that, but being a gearhead, I was like, I can just write a little program and do that. Then I can just type in each boy's name and hand them out a certificate. So I built this thing, and I thought, that worked okay. So I sent out an email to about 12 of my adult scouting friends and said, hey, I wrote this little thing, see if it's of any value to you. By the very next morning, I was getting emails from all over the world. I got emails from Singapore, from England, saying, this is the coolest thing ever. Thanks for doing this. And I was like, all I did was send this email out to 12 people, and I started getting blasted with how great this was. So I thought, okay, let's turn it into a product that I'm going to offer for free. And basically you can see here what you do is you select the orientation of the certificate that you want to do, choose from a background, a whole bunch of different backgrounds, you pick a seal and a location, select a ribbon style, enter in some text, and it dynamically generates a PDF file on the fly from the information that you created. Now right before it allows you to print it out, a little message pops up and says, hey, that's a really cool certificate. Enter your email here and you'll be able to print the certificate out. To this day, I'm still collecting about 30 or 40 email addresses a day of people using this from all over the world. Think of what that kind of thing would do to your business. You talk about not having a list. 30 emails a day times 30 days a month, you could be adding almost 1,000 emails a month for your business if you had something to offer for free. Frequently, I see people when they go to the website, it says, sign up for my newsletter. Okay, why? Or, click here to download a free white paper. Well, white papers are free. Why do I want to give you my email to do that? You need to offer something of value if this is going to work for you. But offering something for free can be a big boon to your business. The thing that's really cool is now that I've got all these email addresses, I can sell them additional products such as frames to go with these certificates. The point is not to copy exactly what Amazon did to create an engaging experience. The point is to ask ourselves, if Jeff Bezos, Amazon's CEO, was running my small company and he didn't have these unlimited resources, what would he do that would make a really engaging customer experience? You just need to think creatively. The question that I pose in the book is, what would Jeff do? And if Jeff Bezos would do it, it's probably a good thing for you to do for your business as well.